can get a little love of your own. Don't break his heart. Yeah, if you give a little.
Hello, welcome to the Bicycle Indicators or Blinkers review part 2 or number 2. So I figured I'd do an update because the last time I did an update I only just got the lights. So I figured I'd do a bit of an update because I got them in between February and March, and I've been using them ever since then. And just to firstly apologize for the shaky bike cam. Basically, it's a camera attached to the trailer. The mount fits onto it, but it doesn't. It's not perfect, so it does wobble just slightly when I cycle, unfortunately. Anyway, back to the lights. So they're called blinkers. They're basically bicycle indicators, or turn signals if you are American. So basically, the idea is that they're bicycle turn signals or indicators for bicycles, and they're really quite well. The only downside, I mentioned this in the first video, the only downside again is the price tag. However, ignoring that, the quality of these lights are excellent. I've never had any problem in the rain or the snow with them. They seem to work really well in most weather conditions. They are rechargeable. They last for about 20 hours. They are the attachments that go on, so the mountings, they are magnetic. So basically, it's nice and easy. So basically, I cycle to work every most days of the week. So when I get to work or I go to a shop, I don't want to leave the lights on my bike all the time. So I take them off, and they're really nice and easy. You just literally just slide them on and off because they're magnetic. This is one of my favorite features about the bicycle turn signals or blinkers. This is one of my favorite features is the hazard mode. When you're going up a hill, sometimes sometimes you might have people behind you coming up quite fast in cars or other bikes. So it's kind of nice if you have to slow down suddenly, or if you're braking or doing an emergency stop, you can use the hazard mode, which I find really useful. In places like America, I know trucks, when they're going up a hill, because they're going slow, they put on hazard mode so they can alert people that they're going a slow speed, and a bit more noticeable, which is nice. Overall, also, if you're new to blinkers, if you push the right turn signal button, it stays on. The right turn signal will stay on for approximately 12 seconds. But if you're turning across a busy flow of traffic, or if you're turning right at a red light or a traffic light, if you hold the right button down, and the same with the left button, if you hold it down for about 2 to 3 seconds, the turn signal stays on until you turn it back off. So that's quite a nice little feature. You can also turn on the front light and the back light on as well using the remote control, which is also quite handy. Now, I did have a problem with the remote. About a few months ago, the right turn signal button had jammed on, and it wasn't working properly the way it should have been working. So I contacted the blinkers company, or blinkers firm, and they sent me a replacement to replace the broken one. So the broken one was replaced with a new one. If you do get a brand new remote for your set of blinkers, you can synchronize them. What you have to do, you have to hold the front button and the rear button on, and you have to hold it on and place it behind behind your rear light, and then in front of your front light, and it should synchronize after you do that. But as you can see here, cycling along, I do seem to get a pretty decent reaction from people most of the time. It's also really useful at roundabouts. Now, a lot of cyclists and a lot of other people will say, you know, why use indicators or turn signals on a bicycle? What's the point when you can just use your hands? And for me, the point is if you're cycling at more than 15 miles per hour and you need to make a sharpish kind of turn, or if there's a bump in the road while you're turning, or if you got someone quite close behind you while in a car, it's really difficult to use your arm, and because ideally you should keep both hands on the handlebars. I've tried to hand signal in the past while making turns, and there's been times where I've nearly fallen off because you're going at such a speed sometimes. It's not because I'm going too fast, it's because you're taking your hand off the bars, and it makes it much more difficult to control, so you need to keep both hands on the bars. And this is why I find indicators so handy, because you can't always use your hands to signal. Even in traffic, sometimes it's dangerous to even signal in traffic sometimes, but I will point out it is important to hand signal, and when I can and when possible and safe to do so, I will use hand signals. But when I don't feel it's safe to do so, I tend to stick with the turn signals that blinkers have made. Now, in comparison with Bisignals was a company. I think I am to believe that they are no more. I think they shut down. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. They made bicycle indicators. Now, they were quite good. However, they never worked in the rain properly. They were really heavy. The mountings were very, very weak. I mean, extraordinarily weak. They were much more affordable, I will point out. They were about 40 to 60 pounds, brand new, depending where you bought them from. But whenever it rained or it was cold or something, the Bisignals wouldn't work properly, and sometimes they wouldn't connect properly. Blinkers has its small issues from time to time, but overall, Blinkers I would give a 10 out of 10 or a 5 out of 5. Bisignals I'd probably give a 3.5 out of 5 or a 8.5 out of 10. So overall, Blinkers is a really good bike light. Really strongly suggest getting them if you can. Again, yes, quite a bit of a price tag, but they are excellent lights. They are very noticeable. They are extremely bright. I've used them at night and also in the evenings, and sometimes if you look very closely in dull conditions, you will see the indicators reflecting off road signs. So, I mean, in my opinion, if it's reflecting off a road sign, that's a good thing. That means it's bright. If your lights don't reflect off a road sign, it's not bright enough. Right, anyway, thank you for watching, and so yeah, just to sum up the review, Blinkers is an excellent product. Highly recommend it. Very good. I tend to get really good feedback from people when I'm cycling on the roads. Good for emergencies. Hazard mode is fantastic. Unmountings, charging, everything is really good about it. So yeah, if you have any questions, please comment below. I might have missed a few things, but yeah, if you do have any questions, comment below. I just bought a second set for one of my old bikes I'm fixing up. I'm trying to fix up one of my old bicycles, and I figured it'd be quite useful having those on there as well. So yeah, I got 2 sets now. That's how much I like them, actually, despite the price. So anyway, thanks for watching. Take care, and until next time, safe cycling, driving, or whatever you use to travel. Until next time, bye for now.